My name is Ram Krishna Khairam. I'm lecturer in physics. I'm going to teach you physics for class 11 and 12. Hello students, work energy and power chapter sigi makha tarak poina akoina togdori ba chapter si koi collision haibam to si collision se kai no isi your definition hana yeng si ko. It is an isolated event in which two or more colliding bodies exert relatively strong force on each other for a relatively short time. Icham tam have the akoi pot ama thingai na badu khoina collision ko bi ko sita koi definition sita man kamai to ba akoi gi strong forcing akoi exert to ba haiba amaga ko yo akoi collision ji khoi makhale lei elastic collision haibanga inelastic collision haibanga si uji akoi number 1 khangni ko yo collision gi example ha gi isam example ha gi akoi na noina satra sing na akoi gi school sing na sports to matam da ko yum da sungai re ko school da sungai re ko keron boat ai ngoni keron boat da khoi na striker amna khoi keron sin da kap tro akoi keron maru da kap tro striker do na koi keron marum na thomi do an example of high collision ne ko adu koi collision se kamai to ge ha matam da any object amaga particle amaga high collide to matam da akoina kamai to ge ha matam da there is a conservation of linear momentum se conserve to before and after collision at the same time kinetic energy di high reverse collision do ko kinetic energy conserve to ba yai to da ba yai kinetic energy si conserve to ba to da ba se sidi akoi makhal khare ka doine adu bo koina elastic amasung inelastic collision ko doni ko ji yeng si ko adu di next inelastic collision hani yeng si inelastic collision si kai noi kamai to ba inelastic collision di linear momentum se conserve adum oy at the same time kinetic energy di ne abu conserve oy haidi akoi collide to dringai gi ha particle ani du gi kinetic energy do adu kamai to ba collide to matung da amu high particle in the kinetic energy je mana da bai tare habi arti ke hano collide to kan ne some energy is lost to the surrounding energy khara in the form of heat oibe amoibe ko mangi bai tare under kinetic energy do haidi collide to kan da manaraktu so such collision is called inelastic collision ko sam next elastic collision har ke kamai to ba linear momentum se adon conserve oini sidedi obviously ko ado kinetic energy conserve oy kinetic energy kamai to ba aham bagi mai akoi collide to digai leriba mai total kinetic energy of the particle do ado collide to matung da magi leidoriba kinetic energy se chap mana bai tar haidi energy sungmang de have collision sumu collision si nang akoi satra sing na yam tang na thengani ado inelastic collision di yam line akoi day to day life da you will find a lot of inelastic collisions ko adubu elastic collision di khoina subatomic particle gumba da thengani ko adubu yam rarely madi thengani ko so let us discuss ko in detail one by one ahambada akoi hoji akoi collision si akoi ni one dimension amasung two dimension ni akoi ni study tawdu chi makhal ani ba ko an ahambada inelastic collision se one dimension da hana yengsi mass ani khaklaro m1 haibonga m2 haibonga magi initial velocity na u1 amasung u2 hairsi ko yam section gadam na hoji akoi ni haiba particle ani si if they move in the same directions ko adu tadi u1 ga u2 ga se collide to ga ta di u1 sina u2 tagi chaw gadam de adu tadi collide stuk to because kayumba ani ja manare na traga u2 sina chawren kala sina di m2 do m1 de chom la thokine and collide to ga ta di u1 sina u2 tagi obviously chawbam thoy so let us suppose haidi m1 sigi m2 siga collide to ren lokse then after collision hariba m1 do m2 ga mabani velocity se exchange to ren losi exchange to by the exchange to by habi aroi change to ren losi ko v1 ga v2 ga han initial velocity do adu mana den losi o tadi khoina khangre in collision we know that there is a conservation of linear momentum aduna di koi kamai to ba this pi represents the total linear momentum before collision adu kamai to ba siga kya mandoi ba so pf represents the final momentum after collision sigi pi sina songi term ogeda sigi se pf sina songi term so therefore adu tadi kya manani pi di kya manani m1 u1 sina kya mandoi ba so this is the linear momentum of the kamai to ba m1 particle and this is the linear momentum of the m2 particle after collision the final momentum will be kya do ba si do m1 v1 sina si particle 1 sigi m2 v2 sina c particle c so this equation you have to note it down next hoji akhoi na khangre inelastic collision di kinetic energy man de na maram the sum of this initial kinetic energy se sina the sum of kinetic energy ko after collision de chaw do ne haibi after k e I sina KEF obviously chow because some energy is lost to surrounding while during a collision. Adu di KEI di kya manani? Yung kinetic energy expression we know that ko half mv square mandro adu expression ko yushin do. So therefore half m1 u1 square manani m1 gidi m2 gina kya manani half m2 u2 square manani. Adu tadi si kananin chow do ba. So this represents the final the total kinetic energies after collision of the particles. And see, half m1 b1 square na particle 1 gi half m2 b2 square na particle m2 gi. Adun kamay to ba? The loss in kinetic energy kya ga mana gada ga hamatam da shi ani shi difference hai. Masay mang rebi energy do kya ga mana gada hamatam da shi ani shi yung ki kf ne ki na kf ne hin chaw bani na ki minus kef to oido ne. So therefore the loss in kinetic energy is equal to Ke is equal to Kei minus Kef. So if you put the expression, you will find this expression. See expression now the loss in kinetic energy will be given by this. See a certain case panchan be ko haidi aham aim to sina race le modi kamai to ba hai ba race le ben khalasi odi tadi this term will obviously gone. See term je mang ne. Yani ko admai to na expression just hadoga putok pa yai, but this is the most generalized case. Next is completely inelastic collision in one dimension. Haibam to see completely inelastic collision. Haibisne kamai to ba. Hari particle mas smile len khalasi particle mas smile len khalasi ko any object or shi hai smile ko collide to matam da collide to matam da ani je punna smile stick together then move with a common below smile chakhi pai tar. Ana your definition kai hai a collision in which the two particles move together after the collision is called completely inelastic collision cover. Yung ay diagram ye ke m1 si initial velocity u1 the challenge or si m2 sina initial velocity u2 the challenge or si, then after collision they will stick together and they will move with a common velocity. Adu kandu kamai to ni for the conservation of linear momentum we have pi is equal to pf and that is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to kya ba m1 plus m2 into kya ba b. So here you have to see this thing. The final velocity kya manani shina divide torni. So the final velocity v is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2 divided by m1 m2. Yare ko yung shida yung special case option ba yai kayo machine si m2 sin race le medika mai to by na. So this term will not be there. The she or she expression da. So you can do it very easily. Next is yung completely inelastic collision issue my kinetic energy term mong shi ko. The loss in kinetic energy jema su kya manani that will be equal to here. So this represents the net initial kinetic energy before collision and shinakari the kinetic energy after collision. Adu initial collision my initial kinetic energy na final kinetic energy dagi hena chawni habni na ko kamai to ba the loss in kinetic energy je my initial kinetic energy dagi final kinetic energy do khaidok tare. So this will be the expression for the loss in kinetic energy. Next, the inelastic collision elastic collision in one dimension. Elastic collision in one dimension is M1 M2 they move with the initial velocities u1 and u2. Now, before collision after collision M1 C V1 is lower C M2 V2 is lower C. So these are after collision. Now from the conservation of linear momentum, Pi is equal to Pf. So therefore M1 U1 plus M2 U2 aduga M1 V1 plus M2 V2 manarni. So the given expression is given by this. See expression please note it down note down to shulu manandi masi senior ko deni ko advai to dana from elastic collision di kinetic energy conserve we have never the initial kinetic energy is equal to the final kinetic energy. The kinetic energy expression you will get this. So therefore half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square is equal to half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. See equation any see had conservation of linear momentum gine amasung conservation of kinetic energy dagi hariba equation ni si akhoi ji sinadui ni ko. Now see ni sinner matung akhoi kamai tawni from the above equation we found that akhoi ni ahamba kinetic energy term du dagi right hand side left side ani je rearrange tonorba m1 manabada. So you will get this this expression ko si expression simu pra phangani adi conservation of linear momentum dagi akhoi m1 v1 do kayma left hand side ta akhoi hapsan taragadi si expression phangani. Now some na have that if you rearrange the above equations ko you will find this expression ko hariba equation ni do akhoi na divide toroba tadi yo sigi form je ko m1 lo cancel to here is m2 lo cancel to here sigi u1 square minus v1 square la ani yo cd koi a square minus b square ki form na le re a square minus b square kai ga mane a plus b into a minus b ga manadra adu dai shu koi kamai to u1 minus v1 gi term do ma cancel to ni somna kandana kamai to ba v2 minus u2 की term दो cancel होने को. So after manipulating सी नोई सात्र सिंग सु खरा तौजब तारे को नोई बोय मा पर is very simple याम लाइव नि को अदो you will get this expression सी expression से फंगने सी expression से कई ग मानगे है मतम द सी हम term से मसी कई ग मान हम the relative velocity of approach before collision का वे है अदि सी की term सिना right hand side ले term से सिने कई को गे है मतम द relative velocity of separation after collision. अदुन दी कह नो in elastic collision in one dimension को कोई कमाई तो बा the relative velocity of approach before collision is equal to the relative velocity of separation after collision. मसी पेखा तो श्याम हंग मनी को अदुगा proof दी हाइब equation इदो कोई linear conservation of linear momentum अमसुंग conservation of kinetic energy दगी हाइब का नो अनिदो expression अनिदो पुथो ओ अदुदी यो manipulate तरोगा याम live algebraic expression हम सीन रखो ना सी manipulate तरोगा you can find this relation. यार को उसी यो हर भी equation से सी pyramid equation से देखो ना कमाई तो बा u1 minus u2 से सी v2 minus v1 से divide तो से divide तो कई फंगनी obviously 1 तारनी. Now सी important सी relation से ना अखोई meaningful होइबा अखोई ना मागी term में अखोई ना express तो भी को मसी term से अखोई ना कई को है मतलब coefficient of restitution को माने कहीं represent तो भी small e represent तो भी यो अदुन इधर क्या है नो e से क्या अदियो सी term से कहीं का मानर नहीं obviously e का मानर नहीं so e should be equal to 1. अदुन इधर क्या है नो for elastic collision दी in one dimension को the coefficient of restitution से क्या का मानर है 1 का मानर है चीज़ हंग बे यारे को next हाई बा कोई relation से मसी में आपसे सीन रगम मुख्य न कमाई तो नहीं we can find out the final velocities v1 अमसुंग v2 से in terms of u1 अमसुंग u2 तो कोई पुथोक पे है ना आम बगी मागी v1 से क्या फंगनी v1 should be equal to m1 minus m2 divided by m1 plus m2 times u1 plus क्या होते बा 2 times m2 divided by m1 plus m2 times u2 होते next v2 नो क्या मारनी v2 नो v2 is also equal to यो m2 minus m1 divided by m1 plus m2 times u2 plus 2 times m1 divided by m1 plus m2 times u. So these are the final velocities of the collision elastic collisions in one dimension. होजी कोई v1 का v2 का final velocities of the collision खंगा बनी ना केस खरने नहीं शिकवा अहम केस का मैं तो बा if the mass are equal हाई दिए कोई colliding particles से इसी की mass है चपा नहीं लोर से अभी तादे कोई कमाई लाकनी m1 is equal to m2 सी कोई m है बंगा मनाला सी now अभी तादे कोई जी v1 की expression ऑप्शन मतलब दा यो अहम बा first अहम बा मागी सी की terms है सी 0 है नहीं को so this 0 अदो सी terms ना सी 2m सी 2m सी cancel तो you will get को क्या फंगनी u2 हबी आठ दी v1 is equal to u2 का मानर ने अदमाई तो ना कोई v2 जो ऑप्शन मतलब दा you will get similar result को that is v2 is equal to 0 plus u1 तारनी that is called v2 से u1 का मानने है बने से कोई उजिक यो picturization में यंग कमाई तो के ना को for clear understanding before collision को उजी यो blue ball लमगा orange ball लमगा अनि सी u1 अमसु u2 दे चले लवर सी blue सिना यो कोई उजी 1 n लवर सी अदुगा orange सिना 2 n लवर सी को अदे तादी after collision मास से चप माना तारगा दी कमाई तो नहीं what will happen is that after collisions को सिगी blue color से सिगी velocity से सिगी orange color सिगी initial velocity को मानने हो that is v1 is equal to u2 at the same time सिगी orange color से कमाई तो देबा number 2 sina magi final velocity se kya manarni aham bagi ko blue color gi initial velocity u1 to ko manarni isam sam na habda se series na 10 meter per second chali lor si sina 20 meter per second sina 5 meter per second chali lor si ko ta di si blue color se sina kya la ka ba sina 5 meter per second chal ka ba sina 10 meter per second da chal ka ba hadi simply interchange to ni have next case number 2 da ne if the mass are equal and one of them is at rest hai mass ani do jina kamai to ba mass se chamana ba amana kamai to ba rest le ram ba adu ta di kamai to ta gi shini adu kande m1 ge m2 ge koi m mala la simbaram de koi anka mathematically we have to show ko at the same time akoi gi m2 do modu rest le lor se adu ta di my initial u2 do kya manarni 0 go do manarni यार को तादे कोई v1 हप्चले सी v1 हप्चम मतम देओ सिगी आम एक्सप्रेशन से सीमदी मास मास माना बने सिदी यार होय सिदी उनका माइतु दिबा सिदी u2 0 इबनिना सि जो प्रा 0 एरनी हबी अटदी पार्टिकल नंबर 1 दुगी माय फाइनल वेलोसिटी दो अदु 0 दुम उजरने नेक्स्ट का माइतु बा v2 दुदी कमाय v2 एक्सप्रेशन हप्चन मतम दा सी u2 0 ओय सी u 0 एरमने दम सिदी ऑब्वियसली 0 दुम उजरनी सी twice m लेजरे सी twice m लेबिना m cancel यो सी 2m दुगा सी 2m सिगा they will cancel each other so therefore the you v2 तो क्या मानरनी u1 का मानरनी तद कोई जी यो कोई पिक्चराइजेशन तो रिंग सिको कमाइन मसी तागे दो यो before collision को कोई की blue color सिना कोई की particle number 1 है सी my initial velocity से कोई u1 है सी अदो कोई orange color की ball सिना कमाई तो बा मुझे रेस ले लो से दो हाई पार्टिकल इन से मास चप मानब को 1 ग्राम और 2 ग्राम और 1 किलोग्राम और 1 किलोग्राम ओइ भी है मास चप मानब को दो कांदी आफ्टर कोलिजन व्हाट एक्जेक्टली हैपन इज दैट सिगी ब्लू कलर से मसी रेस ले हरनी अदुगा ऑरेंज कलर सिना ने मागी ngасai ब्लू कलर ने पुर वेलोसिटी दो अदु लोने चखरने हाबी अटदी कोई पार्टिकल इन स्माइल लेन खले को स्माइल थो मतमदा सी पार्टिकल ले होरगा सी स्माइल चखने they will move like this habe atadi si elastic collision oy maramna haidi energy di mang be adamina sigi blue color ne pore ba kinetic energy se masi orange color na pura chakhini haibane next case om subana kamai to ba if one mass dominates the other and one of the mass is at rest yo kamai to ba haidi mass amado amana rest le raba amana yam chaw object am yam chaw mass amada yam pick pa mass amada thomel hai thomerin khalasi edu tadi kamai tok again adu jo khoine yo mathematically we can prove very easily ko hoje khoine yo mass number 2 duna mass number 1 de yam chaw ren lorsi aduga u2 sina amada rest le hamina mass number 2 do aduna my initial velocity 0 helase rest le hamina so therefore v1 de kai ga mane m1 minus m2 divided by m1 plus m2 ni ko times u1 uduni plus 2 times m2 divided by m1 plus m2 times u2 iduni masi kamai to ba akone u2 sidi yo rest le havne si this term will be 0 yarni ko ade yo kamai to ba hoji yo m2 sina m1 da yam chaw havne ko m1 chili lothok yarne you can cancel this ko hadi m1 se 0 ga mane have sudum yare yam chaw ramina sigi se compare to matam sidi shu yaw ro se have hadi m2 ge m1 compare to shwe maram m1 yam ti chaw ramina so you can neglect this you or you can ignore this m1 m2 ko tanga hore ko m2 m cancel the rest the minus samale ko so this will become kya tarni so therefore the final result will be v1 se kya mande ba minus u1 ga manarne yare ko next na v2 na ga mai to ba v2 so mai to dene ho sigi u2 term sim dima 0 error ni at the same time sigi m1 m2 sina m1 da yam chaw habni na sigi sigi term se twice m1 by m1 plus m2 se masi it is called 10 to 0 yam pick ba value error maram di si m2 si yam chaw pot am yam pick pam da divide to ta ga di yam pick pa pot electron have da other you can ignore and this will become 0 0 ga mane have yare so therefore akone sigi case number 3 se koi kai have yare v1 di minus u1 ga manarni v2 ta kai 0 ga manarni si jo khone yo picturization to gi di before collision ko m1 si koi kamai to ba u1 da my initial velocity chale lor si ado m2 sina yam chawa mass ne rest le lor si so after collision what exactly happen is that masai koi blue color do blue color ki ball se si orange color ki ball se thing matung da sigi orange color si kai effect toroy among di adunu v2 0 iduni ko almari kamai to ni sida reflect toroga same velocity sama idea direction change tor sakine Habit the yam so bolamada, Yapiba bolama, smile, Tomrin or Chico, a bushy at Obo came laying or smile money haladum sacrano. She couldn't did to a life that yam thing about hide examples in you when a walama the bolama tomatum da I wallet came laying the bowl money halactro. Advine can be exactly do the netico because high by no examples the energy current among my aduna adu elastic collision or adu masi exactly quick. See, I'm going to prove tore and it exactly happens. One dimension inelastic elastic collision elastic collision in 2 dimension elastic collision in 2 dimension define to be the collision is 2-dimensional where the initial and final velocities lie in a plane under the chap manana initial velocity to final velocity le minaba that they could have 2-dimensional motion in lobe Masai aham hor pade example na pi ko keron bot ko striker na ko keron gi marusin da kap matam da mana tor bu collision do madu khoina hari ba ko gi kari keron gi bot to ko plane lo bai adak ko keron pon do move tor sa tuine and madu a clear example of 2-dimensional adu bu hari ba collision to high elastic or inelastic collision do adu 2-dimensional do. Now here we are talking about elastic collision in 2 dimensions ko adu damakta khoi jingo khoi fast da xy plane khana si maram the xy plane chatui ni ko hoji m2 habam lane ro si m2 se for simplicity raise the lane lo se soling ling the pon lo se hoji m1 haba khoi mass am loksin ge ko magi it moves with the velocity u1 that's in l c. So here you will find one ball is blue and the another is orange. Hariba m1 sina m2 the thoma tam what exactly happen is that m1 se Som na kan chakarni ko hai mathak lom da ko making in a certain angle ko with the x-axis at the same time m1c b1 is l or c ko ado angle is making an angle theta 1 adai to the m2 su ma aham the result is su thomu dagi atopa direction ma chakhel or c ko sigi direction sida m2 se with final velocities v2 ado kamai to ba making an angle theta 2 ko along the x-axis. Which do the hariba see initial velocity so final velocity they lie in the xy plane. So therefore hariba collision se koina 2-dimension the elastic collision in lobe. Now yo 2-dimension elastic collision gi koina maru ibamna x amasung y gi my components sing puthopam dakar roi haidi koina sai conservation of linear momentum se masi koina along the x amasung along the y oine. Kinetic energy di kai mu hong male ko ana khoi uji khoi fast da khoi kamai to ba hariba m1 amasung m2 sigi mai component labor like tabra haina yengbam da karoi adu de makta yo khoi ne khoi fast da m1 si hana khane si ko m1 si magi linear momentum si m1 b1 oirni final momentum si now yo initial dedi yo khoi before collision dedi m1 siga u1 khatang same yo straight line chatpani m2 race lebini na you cannot resolve along x and y ko madi only x katang leitu ne whereas after collision magi the final linear momentum sing shidi certain angle of the inclined to mina x amsung y the khoina result of pe now hoji m1 b1 sina the final linear momentum of mass m1 after collision ko si khoina khoi hoji result of pe kamai result of pe sigi m1 b1 se along x the m1 b1 cos theta 1 or ne aduga yo along vertical kamai to ba m1 b1 sin theta 1. I know zig no issue m1 amasung m2 differentiate tong na ba m1 gid in the blue color sinare advai to the m2 so result to pe m2 along the x it will be given by m2 v2 cos theta 2 ado along the vertical drama na yo somna kandana haiba vector somna kalere banina magi vertical direction se downward urni so therefore the vertical component will be m2 v2 sin theta 2 urni. So these are the various components ko initially the koi x direction the current chapter component the result to pe adre adu after collisions ko after collision the kamai to ni koina x amasung y da anima koina result to pe. Now the net the net initial linear momentum along x axis sana yeng se hai collide to dringa da magi x axis da magi linear momentum kya lege na that will be given by pix is equal to m1 u1 or never. The net linear momentum along the x-axis. My final along the x. Along the axis, C amasung C m1 b1 cos theta 1 amasung m2 b2 cos theta 2 se. So therefore, the net final linear momentum along x-axis is equal to Pfx is equal to m1 v1 cos theta 1 plus m2 v2 cos theta 2. From the conservation of linear momentum, along the x-axis, so two-dimensional x and y logo Pix ga Pfx ga managadam. But if you put the value, you will find m1 u1 is equal to m1 v1 cos theta 1 plus m2 v2 cos theta 2. So this is the required relation you should know along the x-axis. And the conservation of linear momentum, they one dimension, the theta terms, term the net initial linear momentum along y-axis 0 ni manam di m sung m1 sung m2 se before collision mabaniki y component kaim leite adun di py 0 tar ni ko, but the net final linear momentum along y-axis collide tor matungda sigi m1 sung m2 sigi di m1 v1 sin theta 1 sina m1 gi lejare m2 v2 sin theta 2 sina m2 lejare. So there would be net final linear momentum along y-axis. Aduna kya mandoiba? That will be given by Pfy is equal to m1 v1 sin theta 1 minus m2 v2 sin theta 2. Minus like kay because si vector quantity ngatani sigi amana som direction chatle amana som chatle na kamai to ba my negative lakado. Sina kay machine ko sigi term sina blue term sina positive term na sigi red term sina kay lakado ba, we have to take negative. Yare ko. Similarly, from the conservation of linear momentum along y-axis, Piy ga Pfy ga manarni ko. So therefore 0 is equal to m1 v1 sin theta 1 minus m2 v2 sin theta 2. Hariba ahambagi x-axis amasung y-axis ki sigi equation ni se side khoina various term puthok pe. Now elastic collision the kinetic energy conserved the kinetic energy will remain unchanged. From the conservation of kinetic energy, we have half m1 u1 square sina the kinetic energy of the initial kinetic energy ko aduga si kya ga mandoiba half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square sina the total kinetic energy of the collision. So therefore sigi relation se si shinara khoina sigi relation shinara ga atopa khoina pi ba relation ani do shinara khoina various quantities hot pe sini khoi the elastic collision in two dimensions. Advai to na khoy inelastic collision di akhona kamai to ba ahambagi ko elastic collision du ko chap manarni ma su ko tobudu kamai to ba magi namu sigi terms ya height conservation of kinetic energy terms ma ya oi height in elastic collision di maram di kinetic energy concept to tamina. The only difference is that akhona yamna lun hot pashu ko m1 si some initial velocity u to the chala hot pashu ya adu that will be very complicated yam lurani ko aduna isam samna gyan tanama mong do ko m to khona rest le laga component khara se puthoga khoina sumaina haidi isam sam two dimension di khoi result to thoga magi linear momentum se along the x amasung high along the y logudam ne do madu show to bukatani sigi khoi particular topics ko, otherwise things will be very complicated aduni ko. Next uji two dimension elastic collision da khoi corollary me si mai ko hai ma khata poina mana ke hai when two bodies of mass are equal and a second body is at rest, then for an elastic oblique two-dimensional collision between the bodies, the scattering angle is 90 degree way. Hai bi athadi ke hano khoi jong sigi hariba towards se gyan tana ba uji noida animation masama take ahamba khoi red ball ama race len lor si ko magi mass m oiba hoji blue ball ama angle si mai mass sama red ball duga, it is moving with some initial velocities u1. How is it two-dimensional elastic collision to LRC ko? The blue color sina somna cancel LRC, red sina somna cancel LRC. And please remember, sigi is condition si the high mass and here sama nagataba. The one of the mass should be rest and the collision should be two-dimensional collision. Elastic oblique two-dimensional collision. Hai to ko. Adu tadi kamai to ni. Now sigi sigi aham blue color sigi my angle making with the sigi x-axis se or horizontal axis se sina theta 1 hirsi red color ne theta 2 hirsi. Tadi mana jik rule ki matune ke hai si theta 1 plus theta 2 se machine 90 degree ka manani sineba. This angle ko is called scattering angle ka way point. Adune ke hano from the figure theta 1 plus theta 2 se 90 degree ka manarne. Sini ko sidi si jo koina proof to ba, but the proof is ko not there ko proof ti noina sana dum to su yare aduga magi hyper idea do adu khang yare. So I hope you understand loan ko adu ngasi ko ni di si chapter se swai de sum lo sile ko syllabus ki oina su complete ora bani ko. So thank you very much.